Welcome, cherished friends, to Everglow Wisdom, your steadfast companion for a fulfilling life in your golden years. Today, we're embarking on a deeply important journey, one that addresses a concern weighing on the hearts of many seniors over 70. How much should you save for retirement to live comfortably and securely in the USA, Europe, and Australia? I'm your host, delighted to guide you through this comprehensive guide filled with practical wisdom and hope. Picture a life where financial worries fade, allowing you to enjoy travel, family time, or quiet hobbies with ease. These 7 expert tips will pave that path. A 2024 Transamerica Center for Retirement Studies report revealed that 52% of seniors over 70 are anxious about outliving their savings, a valid fear given rising costs and longer lifespans. In the USA, the average life expectancy post-70 is around 15-20 years. In Europe, it's 13 to 18 years. And in Australia, it stretches to 16 to 21 years, depending on health and lifestyle. Meet George, a vibrant 72-year-old from Florida. He once fretted over his dwindling savings until he crafted a plan with these steps. Now, he vacations annually with confidence. His story, echoed by countless others, proves that planning works. Before we dive in, please like this video, subscribe to Everglow Wisdom, and tap the bell icon to receive our weekly treasures of senior advice. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Let's begin with the first essential tip. Tip 1. Calculate your current expenses in detail. Let's start with the first expert tip. Calculate your current expenses with precision to lay a solid foundation for your retirement plan. Understanding your spending habits is the cornerstone of determining how much you need to save, as it reflects your lifestyle and needs after 70. In the USA, seniors over 65 spend an average of $48,850 annually, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics 2024 data, covering housing, $15,000, food, $6,500, transportation, $6,000, healthcare, $7,000, and miscellaneous, $14,350. In the UK, the average is $20,000 yearly, with housing at $7,000, food at $2,800, transport at $2,500, healthcare beyond NHS at $2,000, and other costs at $5,700. In Australia, it's around $40,000, with housing at $12,000, food at $5,500, transport at $5,000, healthcare beyond Medicare at $6,000, and extras at $11,500. To get started, grab a notebook or use a budgeting app. List every expense for a month: rent or mortgage, groceries, utility bills, phone plans, transportation costs, medical expenses, and even small indulgences like a cup of coffee. Multiply this monthly total by 12 to find your annual spending. George began by tracking his $3,500 monthly expenses: housing, $1,200, food, $500, transport, $400, healthcare, $600, and extras, $1,200, totaling $42,000 yearly. If this feels daunting, focus on the big 3, housing, food, and healthcare, first, then refine later. How much do you spend monthly? Share your estimate in the comments. We're here to assist you every step of the way. This detailed calculation is your financial roadmap, so let's move to the next critical tip. Tip 2. Estimate how long your savings need to last. Now let's delve into the second expert tip. Estimate how long your savings need to last to ensure a worry-free retirement after 70. Life expectancy varies by region and health, but planning for the maximum is wise. In the USA, the average remaining lifespan after 70 is 15-20 years, with some living to 90 or beyond, per the Social Security Administration 2024 data. In Europe, it's 13 to 18 years, with the UK averaging 83, while in Australia, it's 16-21 years, thanks to robust healthcare, according to the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare. To be safe, plan for 20-25 years, accounting for potential healthcare needs or inflation. For example, if you spend $40,000 annually in the USA, you'd need $800,000–$1,000 over 20-25 years before factoring in pensions or Social Security, which might cover 30–40%, $240,000–$400,000. George, at 72, planned for 18 years, aiming for $720,000, adjusting for his $15,000 yearly pension, leaving $570,000 to save. If family history suggests longevity, say a parent lived to 95, add a 5-year buffer. Start by asking yourself, how old do I want to plan for? Write down your target age. How many years are you planning for? Tell us in the comments. We're eager to hear your thoughts. This estimate is your savings lifeline, leading us to the next step. Tip 3. Set a realistic savings goal with regional insights. Let's explore the third expert tip. Set a realistic savings goal tailored to your region for a comfortable retirement after 70. The amount depends on your lifestyle and local costs, but here's a guide. In the USA, seniors need $600,000 to $700,000 for a 20-year retirement, including Social Security averaging $20,000 yearly, per the 2024 Employee Benefit Research Institute. In the UK, aim for $200,000 to $300,000, with state pensions at $8,000 to $10,000 annually, according to the UK government 2024 data. In Australia, target a $300,000 to $400,000, with the age pension providing a $24,000 yearly per Services Australia. These figures assume a moderate lifestyle, housing, food, healthcare, and some leisure, adjusted for 2 to 3% annual inflation. George set a $650,000 goal, factoring in his $15,000 pension, needing $500,000 from savings. If you're below this, don't despair. Downsizing, reducing dining out, or relocating to a lower-cost area can bridge gaps. Use this formula. Annual expenses, pension, Social Security, X years. What's your savings target? Share below. We're here to guide you. This goal is your financial beacon, so let's learn how to allocate it next. Tip 4. Allocate savings for emergency funds with safety tips. Now, let's uncover the fourth expert tip. Allocate savings for an emergency fund to safeguard your retirement. Unexpected expenses, roof repairs, sudden medical bills, or car fixes can derail your plans if unprepared. Experts recommend 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a liquid, accessible account, like a high-yield savings account or money market fund. For USA seniors spending $40,000 yearly, that's $10,000 to $20,000. In the UK, $20,000 yearly, save $5,000 to $10,000, and in Australia, $40,000, $10,000, $20,000. George keeps $15,000 in a 4% interest savings account, earning $600 yearly, giving him peace of mind for emergencies like a $3,000 dental bill. Safety tip: choose a bank insured by FDIC, USA, FSCS, UK, or APRA, Australia, to protect your funds up to $250,000, $85,000, or $250,000. If you're starting small, begin with $1,000 and add $100 monthly. Where will you keep your emergency fund? Tell us in the comments. We're curious. This fund is your safety net, leading us to the next allocation. Tip 5. Budget for healthcare costs with regional variations. Let's move to the fifth expert tip. Budget for healthcare costs, a growing concern as you age. Healthcare expenses rise sharply after 70, and planning is crucial. In the USA, seniors spend 10 to 15% of their retirement savings on healthcare, $60,000 to $100,000 over 20 years, per a 2024 Fidelity study, even with Medicare covering 60–70% of costs. In the UK, the NHS handles most care, but private treatments or dental work might cost $20,000 total over time. In Australia, expect a $40,000 beyond Medicare, which covers 75–85% of services, per the Australian Government 2024 data. Allocate 10 to 15% of your savings to a healthcare fund, $60,000, $105,000 from $700,000 in the USA, $20,000, $45,000 from $300,000 in the UK, or a $30,000, $60,000 from a $400,000 in Australia, ideally in low-risk bonds or a health savings account. George set aside $80,000, covering a $5,000 annual out-of-pocket cost. If insured, adjust based on your plan. Start by saving $500 yearly. How will you plan for healthcare? Share below. We're here to support. This budget ensures health security, so let's tackle living expenses next. Tip 6. Plan for daily living expenses with lifestyle tips. Now, Let's embrace the sixth expert tip. Plan for daily living expenses to maintain your desired lifestyle after 70. This category, covering housing, food, utilities, transportation, and personal care, should be 60 to 70% of your savings. For a $700,000 fund in the USA, allocate $420,000 to $490,000 over 20 years, or $21,000 to $4,500 yearly. In the UK, $300,000 fund. Set aside $180,000 to $210,000 or $9,000 to $8,500 yearly. In Australia, a $400,000 fund. Plan for a $240,000 or $280,000 or a $12,000 or $14,000 yearly. George budgets $22,000 annually from his $450,000 fund, covering a $1,000 monthly rent, $400 food, $300 transport, and $200 utilities, leaving room for adjustments. Lifestyle tip: downsize to a smaller home, share costs with a roommate, or cook at home to save. Create a monthly budget. Try $1-800 in the USA. What's your biggest living cost? Tell us in the comments. We're listening. This plan sustains your comfort, leading to our final tip. Tip 7 and wrap up. Let's conclude with the 7th expert tip. Allocate for leisure and legacy to enrich your retirement and leave a legacy. Reserve 10-15% of your savings for hobbies, travel, gifts, or charitable donations. $70,000 to $105,000 from $700,000 in the USA, $30,000 to $45,000 from $300,000 in the UK, or a $40,000 to $60,000 from a $400,000 in Australia. George saved $70,000 for trips to see his grandchildren and a donation to his church, kept in a flexible account earning 3% interest. You've mastered 7 tips. Calculate expenses, estimate years, set goals, and allocate for emergencies, healthcare, living, and leisure. Start today. Track expenses this week, aim for a $1,000 emergency fund next month, and consult a financial advisor. At Everglow Wisdom, we're committed to your secure future. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. What's your first savings step? Share below. We read every comment. Follow us on Facebook for daily tips. See you Tuesday.